love small biz.
A friend of mine has a home remodeling company. A few years ago, he had a problem with productivity. His crews weren't lazy, but they were bad about getting everything they needed onto the truck before they left the shop each morning. So the crews would end up making 1 or 2 daily trips to Home Depot or one of the other building supply stores. And even if they didn't make a stop at a convenience store, which they often did, it amounted to a bunch of lost productivity. This whole thing came to light when their accounting person reported to the owner the large number of building supply credit card receipts she was processing. These guys would come to her desk at the end of the day, dirty and sweaty. They'd reach into their pants pocket and pull out a crumbled up, sweaty receipt and drop it on her desk. I suspect the unpleasantness of that, combined with the fact that each receipt represented a time-sucking trip to the store, drove her to get with the owner to try to fix the problem. One day she got receipts from 2 different crews, and one of the guys mentioned that he had run into a guy from the other crew from another job site in the store. On top of all this, they were also making way too many trips back to the shop for supplies. So here's what they did. They calculated the loss of labor productivity and came up with a dollar amount. They also took into consideration the extra work and time for the finance person processing all these receipts, plus gasoline, wear and tear on the trucks, and so on. Then they had the crews go through all the supplies they keep on the truck. They asked them to make a list of the most common items they bought at these store trips, and then they rebuilt the stock lineup on each truck while also keeping in mind to not overdo it, because too much inventory that doesn't get used also leads to waste. Finally, they installed a non-optional review of the items needed for each day's work so they could put them on the truck before leaving the shop, and to make sure the regular truck inventory bins were also not empty. Then they created a simple incentive system around reducing store trips with a physical scoreboard out in the shop, giving small bonuses to the guys based on the savings. The last time I checked, they had solved the problem. Here's an important point. Once you solve a problem, don't backslide. Embed the fix into the team's routine so you don't have to circle back and reinvent the wheel. Instead, go forward and fix new problems. What issues in your business could be solved by gamifying the problem and getting your team to be part of the solution?
Let me help make you a small biz whiz. I love small biz.